When people are 17 years old, 18 years old, they are about to graduate from school, from high school, or even later than your 20s. But I'm sure that at least once you have asked yourself the question what you want to do with your life. Do you want to go to a university, college? What do you want to study? Do you want to study overall? What do you want to work? We're humans, and questions like this can look really common, really ordinary, and nothing that special, but actually, they're really complicated questions. This period of wondering what you want to do with your life. Do you want to study? What do you want to work? The moment when you face the harsh truth that there is a huge difference and huge gap between your dreams, your desires, and the reality. When, for instance, you want financial stability, but your dream job, your dream occupation is not able to provide you this financial stability, or you cannot do only one thing, you have multiple interests, you want to try different things, and you are not able to choose only one. Moments like this, questions like this, when you are wondering, because we live in a world full of opportunities and full of different options, it can be really exhausting, it can be really tough, and it can turn into a real nightmare. For instance, you see your classmates, they have already decided what they want to study, what they want to work, what they want to do with their lives, and you feel like you're the only one who still don't know, and you are gonna fail in this lifetime because you don't know exactly what you want to do. Or if you decide to go to college to study something and after this maybe to work it, but it is not your thing, you don't feel it like your thing, you force yourself to do it, you push yourself to do it, the whole process is gonna turn into a torture, not something which you like, not something which will be pleasurable for you to do. People say that not everything in life is happiness, smile, beautiful moments and pleasure, but in the same time, let's think about the fact that we don't have that much time here. The average person live until 80, 85. There are people who live more, there are people who live less, but 80, 85 is the average duration of a lifetime. If we don't have that much of a time, why to restrict ourselves to follow this path, to follow this pattern, and to do it because we have to do it and because we have to live our lives in this way? For me, the pressure, it comes from the fact that through your final year in high school, you have to already decided what you want to do with your whole life, how you want to retire. You go to university, you study whatever you want to study for different duration because it depends on what you're studying. And after this, you work the same thing for 40 years. After this, you retired and you are waiting for the end of your life. Why you are putting so much pressure on the young people when they are still in their 70s, when they are still in their 18s, to decide and to take the decision what they want to do with their lives and why it should be only one thing? There are people with different interests, people with interests in different fields. So why I should be working the same thing for 40 years and to retire on the same occupation? I personally don't like the idea of spending your lifetime doing the same thing, especially if you don't like it. If you like it, if you're working your dream job, if you're living your dream life, okay, good, I'm happy for you. But if you're not, this is a hell on earth, a real torture process. By doing this, you can remove every single type and aspect of motivation in young people by asking them when they're 17, when they're 18, what you want to do with your life. How someone is supposed to say 100% to be sure what they want to do with their life when they're only 17, and why it should be only one thing, and why I should be taking this decision at 17. For instance, when I'm 27, I can decide that I want to do something completely different, that I want to study something different, I want to do something different, I want to move to another continent, I want to start a new life, something different, something unexpected even for me. Why in this huge world, we need to lock and we need to restrict ourselves only in one path and to follow this path until the end of our lives. Why we need to put so much pressure on the young people to decide immediately, right now, what you want to do with your life? Now, you need to decide this year, before you graduate, what you want to do. For me, this is directly removing the desire and the inner will in young people to study and to explore. Because of the stress, the studying process, it turns into something like an obligation, not that much of a pleasurable experience, not that much of an entertaining experience. The fact that you are pushed to do it and you're pushed to study something, you can hate this thing so much that it's gonna affect your mental health in a awful way. For me, one of the worst decisions which you can take is to stay in something which you don't like, to take a pattern, to create a plan, to follow a plan, to achieve something which you don't want, which you don't like, or which has been chosen by your parents or by someone else because someone has told you or someone has made you to do it. You need to listen yourself. If you're confused, if you're not able to make a solid decision, take your time, clear your minds, structure your thoughts, and decide what is gonna be the best for you. At the end of the day, all you know, you are living your life and you are not here to work for someone else's dreams and desires and wants. You are here for yourself because this is your life and you need to turn your life into the best possible and the most convenient experience based on your needs, on your dreams, and on your own interests. People insist that the newer generations, they are not that responsible. You cannot depend on them. They are not that strict. They are not punctual. They are not reliable. I believe that the newer generations have the amazing opportunity, thankfully to the technologies and the social medias which we have nowadays, to see the world outside of their town, outside of their country, outside of their continent, to see something new, to see something different. And it's normal to have the desire, it is normal to have the curiosity to go, to see, to experience something different rather than your hometown. The newer generations, they are not that reliable, some people say so, but they travel a lot. They have much more experience because they have seen much more from this world. And I don't think that following a certain system, high school, college, job, retire, if you follow these steps, these simple steps, it directly means that you are the most responsible and the most reliable person on this planet. The world nowadays offers us a lot of options, a lot of opportunities, and I think that it's gonna be beneficial for you if you explore and if you try as many as you can. Do not wait someone else to take the decisions which you need to take for your own life, but don't put yourself through that much of a stress. Stop for a minute, chill, clear your thoughts, clear your mind, and ask yourself what you want to do, but what you really want to do. So be mindful, be curious, explore, and decide what is the best for you, not for anyone else. If someone says that changing the place where you live, the place where you work or your work position, it means that you are not hardworking, that you're lazy, or you're not able to take responsibilities, don't listen to them. When you change, when you try new things, when you're curious, when you have the desire to discover and to find new things, to try new things, this is another way to find what is the best for you. And this is another way to discover your true personality and who you truly are by traveling, by exploring, by meeting new cultures, new traditions, new lifestyle, new justice systems, new countries, you will be able to compare, to see the difference, the pros and the cons, and to decide what is your thing.